Okay guys, welcome to our first ever online social studies class. I'm actually really excited. I know this is weird for you, it's very weird for me, but we're gonna try to make online classes as close to the real thing, real life as possible. So part of that is if I mess up during these videos when I'm giving you guys the mini lessons, I'm not gonna go back and edit, I'm just going to keep going just like I would do in real life. So before I go any further, because this is the very first lesson and I want to make sure everyone is set up for success, I want us to take a minute, pause, and split your screen between this video and the daily packet, which is attached in today's Google Classroom post. So if you don't know what I mean by split the screen, I'm going to show you right now by screen sharing. So splitting the screen is when you have two things open on your computer at the same time. So on one side, you should have your daily packets. So every single day you're going to get this document. It's called a daily packet, and it's got all of the things that would be in your daily packet in the real classroom. The only difference is at the top, I'm always going to include the learning target. You probably noticed behind me when I was standing at the beginning of the video, there is a whiteboard with the learning target, but if you can't see that, the learning target is always right here for you. After the learning target, you will see that we have an RTL, that's normal for us. After the RTL, you have your materials for today. So for today, that's going to be your CRAP graphic organizer, which we will get to. And finally, your CRAP worksheet, which is what you will submit for a grade. So you've got your daily packet on one side, and on the other side, you should have this video. What this allows you to do on your laptop is both follow along in your daily packet and watch the video at the same time. So if you have the technical ability to do this, split your screen, please make sure that your screen is split now. If you are not able to get this done on your laptop, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but this format will make the lesson the most easy for you to follow along. Okay guys, so if at this point in the video, you have not yet done your RTL, I need you to pause the video, go back to the daily packet, and complete your RTL. Just like in real life, when you walk into the online social studies room, you will always have an RTL to complete. After the RTL, just like in real life, will come the learning target, which I will go over with you in a moment. After the learning target, you might have some kind of video. And finally, there will be an activity for you guys to complete on your own, at least for this week. So if you have not done the RTL yet, at this point in the video, pause, go back, complete the RTL. When you're finished with the RTL, then you can come back to this video so that the rest of what I'm going to say makes sense. Because just like in real life, the RTL connects to the mini lesson. If you have done the RTL, we can continue. So you have probably seen that a couple of the questions in your RTL have to do with COVID-19, which is the other name for the coronavirus. You guys, realize it or not, are really living through history right now. Schools being closed because of a virus has only ever happened once before in US history. It's a really extreme action to close schools. It's only happened once before. So what you're living through right now is a historic event that will probably be studied by students 20 years from now. But you guys are living it right now. So you need the chance to study it right now. And that is why for this week, you guys will be doing a project on the coronavirus. So we're going to take a break from our regular lessons, our regular units, and take a week to just consider the effects of COVID-19 on our families, on ourselves, on our communities. We will introduce the project to you guys tomorrow. So today, I don't want you to worry about the project. Tomorrow, we will introduce the steps of the project. There are 3 steps to the project you guys will begin tomorrow. The first step is to do research. A lot of us might be familiar with this research method, the CRAP method. Some of us might not be. So today's mini lesson is going to take us through a really important method we need to know when we're doing research on a current event, a current issue, or a current problem like COVID-19. So at this point in the mini lesson, this is when we would go over the learning target in real life. This is the part where you guys are going to hear me talk more just because you guys aren't here. So normally you guys would read the learning target out, you guys would create the focus question. Those are the steps of the mini lesson that I'll do in the video. So let's get started. I will be able to use the CRAP, currency, reliability, authority, purpose method to determine whether an internet source is trustworthy. Trustworthy is probably a term that all of us know, but just in case, if something is trustworthy, it means it can be trusted. So when you're doing research on the internet, sometimes it's hard to tell which articles really can be trusted, which articles are really giving you good information, and which are kind of scams, which are fake news. So today we're going to learn a method to help us figure out the difference between when an article or an internet source can be trusted and when it can't be trusted. Sorry guys, I just need to pause the video so I can share something with you on the screen. So again, the method that we are learning about today for research is called the CRAP method. So what I need you to do right now is go to the second page of your daily packet for today. So just to demonstrate, if you're on the first page, you're going to scroll till you get to the CRAP graphic organizer page. That will be your second page. So CRAP is a way to remember the 4 steps you need to take when trying to figure out whether an internet source is trustworthy or not. These 4 steps are outlined in this graphic organizer. So the C stands for currency, the R stands for reliability, A stands for authority, and P stands for purpose. Take a minute now to read through all 4 boxes, all 4 descriptions of the CRAP method. You should pause the video as you read. When you are finished reading, you can resume the video. And this video takes you through the steps of CRAP, currency, reliability, authority, and purpose. This video will take you through these steps and show you what it looks like on the internet.
The CRAP test for evaluating websites. What is CRAP? CRAP is an easy to remember acronym for the steps you need to follow when deciding whether or not the information on a website is credible or valid. CRAP stands for currency, reliability, authority, and purpose. So what does that mean? Well, let's start with currency. How recent is the information? Look for a date on the article. You can usually find it near the title or author name. Sometimes the date is at the bottom of the article. If you can't find a date there, try looking at the URL. Often on news sites or blogs, the URL will be formatted to include the year, month, and day that a specific article was posted. How recently has the website been updated? To see how recently a website has been updated, try looking at the very bottom of the page in the footer area. Usually there will be a year or range of years showing how long the site has existed. If the site is no longer being updated, you'll be able to see what year the site owner ceased to update. Another way to check this is to click on the links on the page. Are they functional? If not, then that's a pretty good indication the site is no longer active and the information it contains may not be accurate. Is it current enough for your topic? Think about your topic. Is it in a field that changes drastically over time, like science? Your answer to that question decides how current your sources need to be. For example, if you were writing a paper on the solar system and you got your information from a website that was last updated in 2005, you might have a section on the planet Pluto. But if your information was current, you would know that Pluto was downgraded to a dwarf planet in 2006. Next, we have reliability. What kind of information is included in the resource? Pay attention to the type of information the author is providing. If you see a lot of statements that begin with "I think" or "in my opinion," then you're probably dealing with a source based on a person's opinion and not facts. Also check if the author is providing data to back up their claims. Are there charts or graphs? Does the creator provide references or sources for data or quotations? Having data and quotations in an article is a good sign, but only if the site has provided sources or references. If there are no sources, then you can't be sure the information is accurate. Check at the end of the article for a list of references. They might look something like this. Sometimes the source information for an image or a chart will be underneath it or next to it in tiny type. You may even see a direct link to the source in the body of the article. If you do, click on it and make sure it's legitimate. Next is authority. Who is the creator of the website? Look at the title of the site. Is it from a source you're familiar with? Look at the URL again. Does it match the title? Usually, reputable websites will have an address that is the same as the name of the site. What does the web address end with? A site that ends in .gov is a government-owned site, and .edu is used only for institutions of higher education, like community colleges and universities. The information found on sites that end in .gov or .edu can generally be trusted. Sites that end in .com, .net, or .org can be owned by anyone, so don't assume they're okay without verifying first. Who is the author of the article? Usually that information can be found near the title of the article. You should also look for the author's bio. Many reputable publications will give a short explanation of who the author is and what their credentials are. It can often be found at the end of the article or after following a link from their name. And last is purpose. What is the purpose of the website? When you're on a website, consider the question, why does this site exist? If there are a lot of ads, or the site is only giving you a couple of sentences worth of information at a time before making you click next to read more, you can be sure that site's primary purpose is to make money from advertisements. So the information it offers is probably not reliable. If the author seems to be trying to convince you to buy something, or there's a prominent place on the site for you to put your credit card info, then it's likely the information is biased in favor of a product, which means it's probably not credible.
Okay guys, so at this point you've read through your crap graphic organizer, you've watched the video, you've gone through the examples. At this point you are ready to begin your crap worksheets. Your crap worksheet is actually the third page of your daily packet. So to demonstrate, this is page 1, page 2 was your graphic organizer, and page 3 is the start of your crap worksheets. I'm going to read through the directions for the crap worksheets, and then your job before the end of today, before the due date, which is 4:30 p.m., is to submit your crap graphic organizer, your crap worksheet, excuse me. You must submit your crap worksheet. It will be graded as a classwork grade. It's worth 10 points. So here we go. Using the information from your crap graphic organizer on the previous page, rank the trustworthiness of each source as low, medium, or high. The most trustworthy sources will be ranked high. The least trustworthy sources will be ranked low. Make sure to explain your reasons using CRAP. You only need to pick 3 of the following sources. Now, just to maybe ease some of the stress you might be feeling about those projects, the first step of the project that we will introduce tomorrow is to do research. But the good news is you don't need to find articles on your own. I will provide articles for you. The articles in this CRAP worksheets page you may use for your research graphic organizers, which you will begin for your project tomorrow. So just know that anything you read today, you can use in the end for your project. So it's worth it to actually read through these articles. Anyways, let's go through the example of how to complete this graphic organizer, and then you can complete 3 of the following sources. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources. Only pick 3 to complete. You can click on any of these blue links. If you click on the blue link, that will bring you to the article. So here we go. Let's say the example here is a Wikipedia article on coronavirus. I would rank a Wikipedia article on coronavirus as low on the trustworthiness scale, meaning it's not very trustworthy. In the last column, you must explain why you ranked the source's trustworthiness as low, medium, or high. Here's an example of a really good explanation of why someone would rank Wikipedia's trustworthiness as low. This is from a student. So she said, I ranked Wikipedia's trustworthiness as low. I did this because Wikipedia articles are often not current, Wikipedia stores articles forever, and unless the author of an article bothers to update it, the article will continue to be out of date. I also said Wikipedia's trustworthiness was low because the website doesn't have a lot of authority. Wikipedia ends in .com, which means anyone can create the website. The person who creates a .com does not need to prove they are an expert to create the site. The only types of .coms which should be trusted are major news organizations, and Wikipedia is not a major news organization. So what this person did is, for the example, she decided that the example was low on the trustworthiness scale, and then she wrote an explanation where she actually used the steps of CRAP. She used the steps of CRAP to fully explain why she believed Wikipedia should be ranked as low on the trustworthiness scale. You need to do the same for 3 articles of your choice. It can be any 3 articles, and you must submit by 4:30. Not submitting at 4:30 will result in points deducted because it means that the worksheet is late. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to call or text me. My number is on the Google Classroom page.